This is what I was born to do. Time to let the world know.
Greetings, this is your captain speaking. We've begun our descent into Phoenix, and we should have you on the ground shortly. Thanks for flying with us.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's game time in Phoenix as the crowds at the U.S. Airways Center look to cheer on the Suns. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, the developing DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, Kevin, if things aren't going well out there, he's the one everyone on the floor looks to for an answer. He's their leader. He's the guy that drives them. And oftentimes, he will take it upon himself to right the ship when things are not going well.
I think another thing to mention, though, is he is their muscle, a real physical presence. A lot of the time, he plays the bodyguard role, the enforcer role. He's the kind of player you love to play with and hate to play against.
Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to Sacramento.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight.
Bledsoe with it. Brown outside. Bledsoe with it. Now Thomas defending. There's Green with the three. Landry grabs the miss.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Thomas off a pick from Wolf. And here's Outlaw from the arc. That's good.
Mike Malone, the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings, son of a former NBA coach. Mike has been credited with helping teams improve their defenses, whether it was in New Orleans with Chris Paul, last season with Golden State. But Malone, very well regarded in NBA coaching circles.
And here's Bledsoe following the three from Outlaw. No problems knocking that one down. And the Suns lead by 4. Timeout called by the Kings. And the Sacramento team, Clark, not without offensive talent, but their defense has been their shortcoming.
And that's the area they've got to ramp up and improve. And Coach Malone is going to have an opportunity to put his stamp on this team by improving them at the defensive end of the floor.
Looking at the last game for Sacramento, it was a win against Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the result wouldn't have looked anything like it did if they hadn't gotten so hot from long range.
You're exactly right. They were splashing home threes at an unbelievable rate.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in Sac.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former 3-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone. Kevin, Seattle with such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate, and I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the next couple of years.
Here's the machine. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Sacramento. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And checking out Phoenix, 2 games back.
Well, right now for the Kings, they've not achieved any of even the most modest goals they've set for themselves so far.
Well, it's been a tough year, Clark, no question. There was a lot of talk from them before the season about, proving the doubters wrong. But at this point, the doubters look right.
That free throw, no good.
The Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
He hits the second from the line. And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
The Kings trail by 10. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here's Outlaw from the arc.
Well, they're having a poor first quarter, shooting the ball at a pretty low percentage right now.
Morris passes to Dragic. Here's Tucker. Tucker gets a screen from Lee. And Tucker kicks to Lee. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead. The Kings shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Fredette, the pass to Wolf. Right wing. Here's Outlaw. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Outlaw's got 5 points so far. The Suns on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Dragic. Right side Dragic. And there's the pass to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic, good look. Second shot opportunity. The shot is off. Excellent D from Patterson. The Kings trail by 10. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Jeff Hornacek. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Thank you very much, Doris. The defensive strategy guys being heavily enforced by the coaching staff.
And that's in large part because of the talent they have on that side of the ball. A lot of length, speed, quick hands. They've got a lot of ability on that side of the floor.
Well, when you've got the horses, you've got to ride them and let them run. And defensively, they've definitely got some horses.
Here's Tucker after the made shot from Outlaw. Fry with the ball. Now guarded by Outlaw. And stolen by Outlaw. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's McLemore, and the layup's good off the glass. McLemore's got 7 points.
Well, you knew the run would come, and here it is. They're playing well now, trying to get back in this thing.
Yeah, pretty good comeback effort here. Rolling along nicely, and they've gotten themselves within striking distance now.
Now, here's Fry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Back to Dragic. And the Suns miss again.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with. But I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
The Kings trail by 5. Fredette kicks to McLemore. There's the triple. And another 3 for Sacramento.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Here's Dragic from outside. The rebound by Outlaw. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and that one's good.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Tucker. Dragic left side. With 1 on the clock, and he hits the jump shot. And the Suns lead by 1.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 1. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very...
The Kings trail by 3. On the floor for Sacramento. Wolf, he's in at power forward. Jimmer Fredette is out there with McLemore. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the feed to Patterson. And here's Fredette for 3. Can't get it to go.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball. And Goran Dragic out of Yugoslavia, man, he's a really impressive left-handed slashing point guard. Great size at 6'3", aggressive off the dribble, and he's improving as a playmaker.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Fredette.
You look back at the footage of Jimmer when he was playing at BYU, and I mean, he'd shoot threes from 6-7 feet behind the three-point line. So it's all about the shooting range and the offensive repertoire for Fredette. He's got a lot of potential.
Well, there aren't a whole lot of places where Jimmer isn't willing to pull up from. That trigger is quick to pull. If he gets in the zone, he'll pull up from a few feet beyond the arc. And I'm telling you what, it's fun to watch. And for Dragic last season, a career high in points and assists.
Well, what you like about Dragic, Kevin, is his aggressiveness at both ends of the floor. He's an attacking player by nature, loves to get to the rim, and defensively likes to play the passing lanes and try to put pressure on the ball.
Marshall dishes to Lee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist from Marshall. 7 points for Goran Dragic.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Suns leading by 6. Lee passes to Marshall. Marshall gets a screen from Tucker. And Marshall kicks to Lee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That free throw missing.
You know, when you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a lot of problems. And for the Suns, one of their biggest problems was that opponents shot very close to 40% against them from behind the arc. And that's just not a winning number.
And he sinks the second. As you said, Clark, with the Suns, dead last in the league in terms of opposing three-point percentage. Defense overall was a problem for him, Steve, but especially on closing out on shooters beyond the arc.
Well, and the three-point shot, Kevin, has become such a huge part of every NBA team's offense now that if you're struggling to defend that line, you're going to really find yourself at the bottom of the league defensively and record-wise, and that's exactly where Phoenix found itself.
Here's Gortat, uses the glass to finish the layup. Gortat's got 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
It's Salmon's on the wing. Three-pointer. Here's Wolf. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And the first half is now in the books. Suns lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Goran, just a quick question before you head off to the locker room. Is the varied offensive attacks the team has succeeded with tonight key to this nice lead?
Yeah, you know, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, you know. And for defense, it's tough.
All 5 guys a threat, guys. Always a pleasure to watch.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. We've got a great one underway at U.S. Airways Center. For the Phoenix Suns, they have the lead against Sacramento. The wins haven't been easy to come by to start the season. No time like the present to turn things around. They've been in one heck of a groove offensively, making it look way too easy. And doing their best to stay alive, the Sacramento Kings. The assist total indicative of their unselfish play, spreading that ball around. Ben McLemore making his presence felt early. Consistent shooting from the field, making well over 65% of his shots. Not a lot of guys put up a half a basketball like that. That will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The desert of Arizona, as we welcome you back to Phoenix and our coverage here of the NBA on 2K Sports.
You're hot, and that's certainly been the case for McLemore. 16 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
And it's the Suns.
Will Wolf.
Markieff Morris and Marcin Gortat are down low. Brown out there at Bledsoe. And it's Green in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the... Oh!
Look out!
Oh, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. There's the dish to Cousins. Poke loose, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
13 seconds. 13.
Suns on defense. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Bledsoe kicks to Green. Inside, it's stolen by Salmons. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Hi, guys. The machine in their last game against the Suns was superb. He picked up 18 points and also dominated with his excellent defense and rebounding. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good. Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Suns leading by 9. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Into Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got 11 points.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Thomas dishes to Salmons. Here's the 3. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Salmons. Thomas got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Kings. Suns have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Now, here is Morris. He's guarded by Wolf. Morris, no good. The Kings trail by 8. Thomas goes in, and the rejection by Gortat. Thomas kicks to Salmons. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
That one goes. Counts. Bledsoe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Thomas passes to Cousins. Here's the machine, covered by Morris. Outside Thomas, plenty of space. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Brown, good.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open one. You know, Marcin Gortat, since he was traded from Orlando to Phoenix, has developed into one of the best centers in the league. He can finish at the rim with either hand. He can step out and make a jump shot. He can pass the ball. Playing awfully well.
And Gortat has worked in the offseason with Akeem Olajuwon to develop his post moves.
Yeah, the dream becoming quite the post guru in his retirement days because he was clearly one of the best we've seen in the league. Kobe's been to him. LeBron spent time with him. Dwight Howard. That says a lot about him, but also them, that they would seek him out for help.
The first free throw is good.
Well, when it came to getting wins away from Sacramento last year, the Kings were anything but kings of the road. Only came away with 8 wins as the visiting team last year, and that puts them near the bottom of the league in win total.
That one misses. And back to the Kings on the road for a second. That total of 8 road wins had them tied for the fewest in the entire Western Conference, Steve, along with the Suns.
It's not a surprise when a team is just bad, when they don't have an identity. There's no way you're going to be competitive on the road. They didn't defend, and they were selfish with the ball. Other than that, they were fantastic.
Shot's good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Dragic. He has 7. Lee outside. Feeds to Goodwin. Back to Lee for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The Kings trail by 13. There's the screen. Gortat dishes to Thomas. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Thomas got 9 points now in the quarter. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Now Dragic averaging 9 points per contest. Lee kicks to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Lee. The Kings shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Patterson with it. He's picked up by Lee. Wolf, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. The Machine's got 9.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Dragic against Thomas. Dragic the pass to Gortat. Oh, yes, the turnaround. 10 points for him.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Thomas dishes to Cousins. Out to the right wing. Lee with the steal. Pass to Goodwin. Outside Dragic. Lee up top. Thomas against Dragic. Just 5 to shoot, and stolen by Thomas. And the Kings pushing it up now. Fredette's running. Good D by Lee.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Dragic with it. Fredette picks him up. And here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. Back to Gortat. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Dragic. It's up a 3. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, that last meeting, they won the game, and remember, it was a huge day for the bench. I mean, they got some key points from their reserves.
Thomas, no luck.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Here's Morris. Soft touch off the glass. Morris has got 11 points here in just the second half.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Kicks it to Patterson. It's deflected. Lee against Patterson. Lee passes to Dragic. Lee dishes to Dragic. To the wing on the left. Goodwin kicks to Gortat. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
The Kings trail by 12, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Thomas and McLemore, the backcourt tandem. Carl Landry is out there with the machine, and it's Salmons in at the small forward. Here's Landry, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, Landry has just a big motor. He can play so hard as soon as he gets into the game that he makes a major impact on the game. He's relentless in his pursuit of offensive rebounds, and he's always going to fight you for the ball.
Yeah, you know, those offensive rebounds are always huge. You also need to be able to finish through contact if you're undersized, and Landry can do that too. He can get a guy up in the air, lean into him, and finish the play while earning a trip to the free throw line.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
8 seconds of the shot.
Off the inbound. Now, here's Thomas. And now Sacramento on the break. McLemore with the ball. Here's Wolf. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Brown kicks to Gortat. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 12 points for Marcin Gortat.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Thomas passes to McLemore. Here's the machine. Six on the shot clock, 13 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Suns leading by 10. Bledsoe gets the screen from Gortat. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Brown outside. Back to Bledsoe. Rebounded by Wolf. The machine's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. McLemore, no good.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
The Kings trail by 12. Thomas kicks to Salmons. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Bledsoe dishes to Gortat. He feeds it to Morris. Gortat with the ball. It's tipped. It's stolen by Salmons. He dishes it to McLemore. Pulls up from the corner. And the shot falls short this time.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And Bledsoe, here we go. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And, you know, for the Kings, with a new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, in fact, the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tire.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. Good. Bledsoe's got 6 points in the quarter.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Bledsoe against Thomas. Right wing. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Chance to check out the Sacramento Kings' upcoming schedule. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score of that Clippers game. I think it's going to be close.
Takes a 3. That's good.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Phoenix leading by 12. Bledsoe outside. Bledsoe gets the screen from Morris. And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, it's quite surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
No question. There's been some good and some bad from them in the first half, but they need to tighten things up here.
Thomas off a pick from Wolf. Thomas kicks to Selmans. They get it back. Pass to McLemore. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Inside. Here's Wolf. Nice D from Gortat.
No, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team struggling as well.
Bledsoe passes to Brown. Back to Bledsoe. Selmans grabs the miss. Selmans got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
And Green gets it to go. Here's Thomas. This one for 3. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
To the wing right side. Up from Green, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game. Thomas off a pick from Wolf. Thomas passes to Wolf. Dishes it to Thompson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Suns leading by 14. Bledsoe dishes to Brown. Bledsoe kicks to Green. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. And another. Once again, shot good from Green. And the Suns lead by 16.
Yeah, and guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
The pass to Wolf. That is good. The Machine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's very strong inside, particularly as a finisher. So even if you give him a hard foul, hard contact, nothing seems to bother him. And this guy, as a result, is a good scorer.
Exactly. That's about the only way to stop him once he's making a run at the hoop. And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
There's the bucket. Good.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Thomas off a pick from Wolf. Thomas passes to Wolf, and he gets it to go. The Machine's got 12 points in just the second half.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Salmons. It's stolen by Salmons. All alone. That one off the back iron and out.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
The drive by Green. That is good. Green's got 20.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They've got to keep riding him.
Thomas kicks to Salmons. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Salmons got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Kings. Suns leading by 13. Up top, Bledsoe. He's guarded by Thomas. Green dishes to Gortat. Back to Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. McLemore, the pass to Wolf. Can't hit. Great D that time from Green. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Gortat. It's stolen by McLemore. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. McLemore's got 22.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
The Kings trail by 13. Outside Thomas. And McLemore kicks to Salmons. Misses the three. And it's Phoenix's ball. The feed to Green. Can't hit from in close.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
Thomas kicks to Salmons. No good with the triple. Phoenix leading by 13. Brown dishes to Morris. Bledsoe against Salmons. And Thomas over to help. Green passes to Brown. 5 on the clock. The drive by Green. It's hauled in by the Kings. Thomas got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Wolf. The dish to Salmons. Wolf passes to Salmons. From 8. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not much production from him, and it's hurt his team.
Round with it. Now Thomas defending. Now here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Salmons. Green, no luck. The Kings shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Suns.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Fredette from beyond the arc. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
And the free throw, no good.
It's been a solid outing for the machine. He has 15 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of him.
And Fry kicks to Goodwin. Out to the wing. Pocket 4. And it's blocked by Wolf. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Fredette. Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Fry. So it's the Suns winning easily here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic. And Goran, what a nice show the team put on for your fans tonight.
Yeah, great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play. We are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Marcin Gortat.